G'day viewers, my name is Michael and welcome back to SingleRacer, and welcome to this month's new sim racing channel of the month for November 2018. And firstly, apologies to the original new sim racing channel of the month, which was going to be a new New Zealand channel. And that's for two reasons. Firstly, this channel has quality written all over it, and right from the beginning, even though it doesn't have a lot of subscribers at the moment, I'm sure it'll have no trouble getting a lot of subscribers just by its sheer quality. So I will be featuring that next month. And the second reason, probably the more important reason, is because there was a situation that happened in Australia, and a new subscriber also to me, but I've subscribed to them as well, has sent me a link based on a video I did just a few videos ago, giving me a skin for the legendary person here in Australia by the name of Bob Jane. And so the new sim racing channel for the month of November 2018 will be a channel by the name of Bobbavet. Could he be a Star Wars fan? Nah, must be just a coincidence. But what he did was send me a link to the car skin that you see here, based on a video I did a while ago where I was doing 3 hot laps on Bathurst, and one of them was this beautiful Porsche Cup Car 2017 edition. Absolutely magnificent car. And unfortunately here in Australia, our legendary Tyre person by the name of Bob Jane passed away this month, or last month I should say. And now this has significant meaning for me, almost threefold in a way, for me personally, because Bob Jane in his most recent years was not only known as a huge tyre manufacturer here in Australia under the banner name Bob Jane T-Marts, but he was one of the original Bathurst or touring car drivers, as it was known then, what became V8 supercars, back in the early days of Bathurst and the whole history of touring cars in Australia. And so that's the two reasons that he's mainly known, but it also has a slightly personal connection to me, because he was, now I don't know if he owned, I don't know enough of the details behind that, but I know he was associated with one of the original racetracks, which was called a raceway, and that's exactly where I did my 2 advanced driving courses. So the original one was a skid control course, and the second one was a more advanced driving course, and the third one you could do is your CAMS license, which I was never gonna go racing just out of sheer cost. So I did the first 2, and I swear it's where I learnt things like the standard things you might learn when you learn to race. So things like threshold braking and trail braking, things like that. And I swear threshold braking has saved at least 3 accidents, and I would swear 1 life where I almost hit a school kid that was on the side of a road, a bunch of kids, and he was doing the old distracted thing, looking down at something. It wasn't a mobile in those days, but it was something that distracted him, and he walked out in front of me. Ironically, when I was driving the transit van that I said I drove for 7 years, and I hit the brakes, but I didn't lock up the wheels, and I stopped within a foot. And I reckon before I did that course, I would have locked up all 4 wheels, just gone into a skid and ploughed straight through him, and you know, the worst situation could have happened. So in a slight sense, I have a very loose extra connection to Bob Jane from that point of view. So a very sad day in Australian motorsport, unfortunately. And so tying that back into the Bobbavet channel, his strength, or something he says that he likes to do in his comments, is to do skins for cars. And so let's have a closer look at this beautiful tribute to Bob Jane, the skin for the Porsche Cup Car 2017, or Porsche, if some people like to say. And it's a beautiful looking skin and very, very well done. And now I'll be honest and say I haven't had much of a chance with doing my own videos to check out the Bobbavet channel that much. But that's the great thing and the idea behind this new channel of the month concept, is that I can just bring it to your attention. You can check it out if you like. If you feel a connection with the channel, all well and good. If not, just unsubscribe, or don't subscribe in the first place if the, say, 2 or 3 videos don't seem to interest you. And that's the great thing as a sim racer, is that it's purely, totally up to you. Now, one thing I will say in the fact that Bobbavet says that he likes to do skins for cars, it seems to appeal to him just as much as the racing side, is that in his most recent video he had a problem here with the way the skins work, and I'll magnify this problem up close. And so maybe, given that another channel, one of my favourite channels, Humble George, is good at doing skins, but not only skins, but the classic, I'm trying to think of what it's called, carbon fibre, that's it, the carbon fibre skin. Maybe Humble George already knows an answer, so in that sense, maybe they have something in common, maybe they don't. So Bobbavet, welcome to the Humble George channel, and Humble George, welcome to the Bobbavet channel. And hopefully maybe you can answer his question here that I've magnified up, that he's having a bit of a problem with. And if not, if anyone knows the answer after reading this little problem that he's got, maybe you could type the answer in the comment below the video. That would be very much appreciated. And now finally, just one more thing, especially if you were the type of person that clicked on this video because you saw the title, New Sim Racing Channel of the Month, and that specifically interested you. And that is especially if you're starting your own channel and wanted to get some ideas and things like that. But I stress, this is not an insult to the channel. It's not a in any way derogatory. It's Bobbavet's or anyone else's choice not to do this, so I don't want to take it as a bad thing. I'm just saying I want to give you an example of what I might do, and it might influence me to whether I subscribe or not. Now in Bobbavet's case it didn't matter because I subscribed anyway, but I just want to show you this as what I would normally do in my case. So if we go to my recent video and click on it, and I'll just, it's gonna come in loud here, so I'll just mute it and pause it. And if we go down to Bobbavet, so there's his comment there, and I go, oh, I haven't seen this person. So what I'll do is I'll click on his channel, I'll get to see his channel here again, and what I'll do is I'll go, I know nothing about it, so I'll immediately go to About, and I'll go to read what his channel might be about. But see, at the moment, being a new channel, he's got no real information there. So it's just my suggestion, if you're starting out, you're a new channel. Now mind you, I didn't do this as well as far as at least the picture goes, so I had to work up to that. But I'm just making it a suggestion for not Bobbavet, but for any new channel to give a bit more information. So if we go back as an example to my channel, now again I stress I worked up to this, but just to give a bit of information so if someone reads it, they know what your idea for your channel is. They see the logo, they get to know your logo, things like that. So just consider that if you are one of these people that's on the verge of starting your own new channel, and that might just help get that 1 or 2 extra subscribers. And in my case I've got a whopping 777, so maybe I need to learn by channels like Sim Racing 604 and Alex over at the Extra Mile. So I'm still learning, but it's just a suggestion. I want us all to learn together, to all try and be better all at once and all share our information. So just a suggestion, and I hope that helps. So let's go racing now. This is Michael signing out for SingleRacer. I'll catch you next time. See you later.